Hi everyone, thank you very much for signing in early. As this is a lunch and learn session, please make yourselves comfortable and enjoy your lunch as we learn along. Right, we will begin very shortly. And just for your information, this brown bag session is recorded live and the videos are available at HeadHunt's Facebook page. So please feel free to visit us and like and share the videos. We shall begin right now. Good afternoon and welcome to What I Need series for executives, brought to you by HeadHunt in partnership with Workforce Singapore. My name is Tammy. Broadcasting live, we have with us two presenters today, Ms. Eunice Tan and Mr. Ramesh Kumar from SBS Transit Rail, and their topic will be Moving Trains, Moving You. Thereafter, we'll have WSG, Mr. Raphael, who will be sharing with us on WSG programs for Singaporeans. Please note that there is a Q&A function at the bottom of your screen, so please feel free to type in your questions at any time during the presentation. Without further ado, I'll now pass the time to Ms. Eunice Tan. Ms. Eunice, over to you, please.
Thank you, Tammy. Hi, everyone. I'm Eunice here. I'm actually with SBS Transit under the HR department. So I'm going to share with you some slides about our company profile and what we does. Okay, so this is a picture of me, and of course, I'm from Human Resource Department. Do you have any TikTok account? If you have, can you just help me just scan this and like and share on our TikTok page and Facebook page? So I also like to share with you a short video of our recruitment branding video. I transport commuters to their destination safely. I care for commuters who require my help.
I assist with passengers' inquiries. I deal with train defects in the safest manner. Beyond that, I try to do my part in whatever way I can.
I monitor bus service performance. I make critical decisions in a real-time environment to minimize service delays.
I perform daily preventive and predictive maintenance of buses to ensure their reliability.
I handle all problems and matters that may arise in the day-to-day station and train operations. This includes monitoring passenger flow and exercising appropriate crowd control actions.
Join us because we care.
Right, so I hope you enjoyed the video and have an overview of what we do. So just to share with you, so SBS Transit is one of the listed company. Today we have more than 10,000 staff strength. We are a member of ComfortDelGro since 2003. And of course, today we are actually one of the market leader in rail and bus operations. Our aim is to provide a world-class transport, which is safe, comfortable, and reliable. This is an overview of the bus depot that we have across island-wide. So today we have 3,500 fleet of buses with more than 200 bus services running around across Singapore. So this is a line that we have for, a lot of people will understand that we know us as SBST will be a public transport for buses, but actually we do run the rail lines. So Sengkang Punggol LRT is actually operated by us. So the next line that we actually operate is the Northeast line, and of course the downtown line. Just an overview of a overseas project that we have. So we actually have a collaboration with RITP and Alstom and to join to bid for a Grand Paris Express metro projects, which is now running in France. There's also a joint venture, URG in Auckland One Rail for train operations. This is a roadmap of our LTA blueprint, and you can actually see that it's the Sunrise Industry. There are more upcoming lines. So from the 2025 onwards, you can see for Nell extension, we have actually a Nell extension for Punggol Coast and also for a DTL extension. Okay, and there will be two more lines coming up. We have the Jurong Region line and also Cross Island line. This will be phased in 2028 all the way to 2032, which means that we need more talents in terms of customer service officers, assistance managers, stations managers, and also engineers moving forward. As part of Green Initiative, we have also transited into cleaner fleet of buses. So the aim is to comply with NEA on also the EU emission standards up to Euro 6 and to reduce emissions. We have also moved over and harnessed to solar energy. So our Ulu Pandan bus depot is the first depot that actually installed 2,000 solar panels on the rooftop, and this would generate approximately 840 megawatt of energy annually. And that also extended to our Gali Batu depot, that we actually put in more panel as well to generate more than 2.4 gigawatts hours of energy in 2021. So for D&I, SPST adopts sustainability patch in 2021. Our devotion is to build a strong core for local, and of course to level up our people in terms of skill sets and a better career pathway provided for them. And we leverage on technology to increase their workforce ability. We have also adopted the SG Enable Pledge in 2021. So we actually collaborated with them to build an inclusive society and enable life. So if you're in one of the stations in Little India, you can actually meet one of the PWD, we call them a person with disabled. He's actually Terrence. He's actually working for us as a station guide. All right, so apart from that, we also adopted a Care 4.0 program. This is an in-house program that we have actually customized to reinforce our service excellence in terms of culture building and to strengthen our employees' ability to serve our communities better, and especially those with require more needs like the special needs groups. So we also stay focused on staff experimental learning. So you can see actually one of our bus captain, he was actually blindfolded, and some of them will have to sit on a wheelchair to experience how it feels like to be a PWD and how, what kind of need will be specially catered to this group of people. This is an overview of our rail positions. So 46% of it will be under operations. And what does it consist? We have the traffic side, we have the traffic controllers, depot controllers, and communications controllers. And passenger service, where we have our friendly customer service officer who man the train, and our professional assistant managers and also station managers. There's always ever ready there, to support you in terms of inquiries. There's also a good 45% of engineering roles, from technicians to assistant engineers and to engineers, right? In terms of career progression, you start off with customer service officer, and then after that you will rise up to assistant manager and also to station manager. Beyond that, there will also be roles whereby there will be bilateral transfer if you want to opt for others role, that also possible roles for you to actually look into. So in terms of benefits, we have lots of different benefits. From medical, we have the co-payment. There's a co-payment that you just have to make at appointed clinics. We cater for inpatient and outpatient benefits, and also free health screening annually. There's also flexi benefit. So if you join us, there will be $500 as a full-time, in a full-time calendar. Will be there dispersed off to you. There's also free travel. You can just ride on any basic buses and also rail to enjoy the free travel services. Other perks will include like zoo passes, chalets, and also US tickets. We also covered our people with group term life insurance. So that's all I have. I'm going to pass it over to my colleague, Ramesh. Ramesh, over to you.
Yeah, hi, thanks, Eunice. Hi, good afternoon to all. I'm Ramesh from SBS Transit. Next page. Thanks, Eunice. Yeah, my name is Ramesh Kumar. I'm from the Rail Training Institute. To say in short, I've been working here for 11 years. So I've been doing training with SBS Transit for Downtown Line for the last 10 to 11 years. So I hope I can tell you more about the job scope, which I think you'll be quite excited to know. Yeah, next page. Okay, early on, I think Eunice talked about the customer service and assistant station manager. So this is some of the job scope they do. They deliver high quality customer service on the move. They drive. Normally, if our trains is all automated. So at terms when there's a degraded mode, our customer service officers come up and drive the train. And they also face commuters day to day. That's the most important part. They go in and meet the needs of the commuters in case they fainted. Sometimes we even have cases where they get lost. So these are things they come in and do their job. And also day-to-day smooth running of the trains at all times when they change over with another customer service officer. The other most important thing they do, because they are not driving so much because of the automatic. It's the safety and security of the passengers come into the first place for us. We make sure every passenger, if there's a need, we try to go accommodate and do what we can do for them at all times. I think if you have taken our trains, you would have seen that there's actually a customer service officer who's actually walking in and out of the train, also walking from the front to the back to check that everything is going fine day to day. Yeah, next one. So this is the roadmap example. If you join us, how is your training on board before we specialize you and certify you as a customer service officer? So normally it takes about 64 days, about just slightly more than two and a half months around there. So we will actually give you a lot of training to make sure you're able to perform the job role. Like you have come to a first day, normally we'll give you onboarding to let you let you come and feel to join us. Then followed by we come up with a system course where we teach you about 7 days of all the basic necessities you need to know. And then we also give you radio communication trainings. We also give you training in track safety in case there's a day the train stall in the tunnel, you are able to bring the passengers back to the station safely. And then we also teach you on real incident management. When there's an incident, how will you handle such incidents? And also on emergency purposes as well. Then finally, we'll come to your specialization course, which is driving the train, the most exciting part. You'll have about 40 days of training there, where we include slides, you'll have e-learning, you'll have simulated training, and you have the actual train driving. So these 40 days will be very interesting portion where we are not in the olden school where just slides, no. You have multiple tech-based learning, you have classroom learning, you'll go into the live coupling of trains. So it's quite an interesting 40 days we'll be having. So it's total about 64 days to 2.5 months around there to get qualified. Yeah. So this is for customer service officer. Next. So example, if you join us as an assistant station manager, it's a similar parts until we split you on your specialization. Where because in for assistant station manager, normally you'll do a fare collection course where you're handling the GTM machines. These GTM machines are where you go and top up your cards. We'll teach you how to handle that machine, top up the coins, everything. And then followed by you'll have another 21 days of how to handle the equipments in the stations. Because in stations there's multiple equipments. So we'll give you a theory plus a practical lesson so that you get a hands-on before actually you pass out and go to the station to man up. So that's about 61 days, also about 2.5 months. So basically your training will be within the 3 months. Then you'll be qualified, then you will be sent back to the station or the train to drive the train. So that's how we map up the whole thing. Yeah. So next. So the interesting part, I think now, which most guys appreciate is our simulator training. So this simulator, the reason why we have a simulator, because we're not able to do full functional training in the main line because it's used for passenger service. So these simulators are here to supplement our driver training, and they give you an exact replication. Later, I'll show you a video of it. And we're also able to capture videos of your during the training. If there's any faults or any mistakes you do, we're able to coach you and find your weakness. So there'll be like 6 to 7 days just in simulator for you to experience this learning. Next. And also we'll be able to show you train defect handling and coupling. This is where normally for either for customer service officer, when there's a train, when the train has faults, how are you going to handle? So we are able to simulate the exact replica here and let you solve it. So we will teach you how to do it, and we'll do a one-to-one practical with you so that it's not like something new and pop it out in the actual train. So you'll be able to know what to expect, which circuit breakers you need to go, which cabinet you need to go. So we'll train you step by step on this. Next. Yeah, that's all. So now I'll share a video with you. Yep. Okay, that's all we have for the slides and the video. So now we'll come to the question and answer. I think together Eunice can ask us your questions. So some questions here. What is the working hours like? Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, the working hours for CSO, they have multiple timings. So the earliest starting is about 3:30 in the morning when they come up for the first train. And there's timing like 3:30 in the morning. Some is like 7 o'clock in the morning. There's a few different timing for them, like in the morning shift and afternoon shift, but they do not have a night shift for customer service officers. For assistant station manager, it's standard 3 shift, morning shift, afternoon shift, and night shift. They only work along these 3 shifts for assistant station manager. You need to like the part-time options for these roles. At the moment, there is no part-time yet. I'm not sure that we could be looking at this in the future. Of course, if there is any in the future, we will post it up as well. Salary,
Yes.
I think you can answer on that.
Yeah. So for salary, the range is from 1,008 to 2,005. Yeah. And I think someone is asking about the qualifications. How do we then apply for this role? So the minimum qualifications will be minimum O level. And of course, if let's say you have a NITEC or diploma, you can also join us. Are there more questions coming in?
What is the career progression? I think earlier on, I think Eunice shared the career progression example. You come up as a customer service officer after years of good service. I'm sure you'll be promoted to ASM as long as you meet those criteria. And then from the assistant station manager, of course, again, performance-based, performance-based and all the criteria you need to meet. And then the next will be up in the station manager. If you ask me how long, it's a bit hard to predict, but all depends on your performance and the whether you're able to perform the job, everything.
Yeah. So I would like to add on to what Ramesh has said. So apart from we talk about the progressions and all this, there are also other perks. So someone is asking about what other perks do we have? So like I mentioned earlier, we have all the medical benefits, group term life insurance. The perks will be like a USS tickets, a zoo pass, and so forth. And there's also flexi benefit that allows you to draw this money to do whatever you like. For example, sign up a yoga course, go for Zumba courses, go for your dental, and so forth. Yeah. And we have another person that asked about any age related, or what's the age?
Age range you're asking.
Yeah, so we don't, so when we shortlist people by the years of experience, their qualifications and also skill sets that they have. So range, there's no range age for this.
We have people joining us at 50 plus too.
Yeah.
Performing very well. Yeah. As what Eunice said, the benefits are good. I'm sure you will love the chalets, everything, and the USS.
60 years is okay.
Yeah, quite good. And yeah, 60 years.
Yeah.
60 years, okay. I think you can still apply as long as you're fit. I think they'll look into the criteria are being met. Where can I apply? Is there any roadshow? Do you have any upcoming roadshow, Eunice?
Yeah, so we do have on a periodic basis, we have some roadshows at the stations, at our depot as well, that we will be sending out. But for this program, because it's tied to career CCP, so maybe you can check out the WSG, the portal. That's where you can actually submit the applications through that portal. And our friend recruiters will then pick up the applications from there and contact you for the next step.
Application forms. Yeah, I think this can go through WSQ.
That's right.
Can I request for specialization? Take up training to become station manager, or this based on duration of service? Normally, I think as earlier on, as Eunice has said, normally there's a career path to start off, especially when we don't have any experience. You start out with customer service, assistant station manager, and station manager. But of course, HR will look into your valuable experience you had before, and then they will decide.
That's right.
Pay scale for station manager and what progression after that? That's another question.
Okay, so the pay scale for the manager, of course, it really depends on the years of service you have. But for now, the range is about 3,000 and above. Okay, and progression, like what Ramesh earlier stated, that of course you can start off like maybe assistant station manager, then you will rise up to the station manager. Beyond that, there will also be management track whereby you will be probably handling the the department. So we do have people from the real operation side whereby they are at the management track. So they are not at the operations, but they are more of the management that decide on the strategies and things behind, how you run the rail in an efficient and sustainability way.
Safety sector positions. Yes, we do have safety sector. I think you need to look into our website, whether the positions available there. Yeah, there is. Any other questions? There's another one.
Great. So Cassandra has actually sent the link into the chat. So if you are keen to apply, you can just click on the link. Any more questions that we can address?
What qualification? The one has been answered, right? What qualifications? Okay.
Yes, answered already. Minimal O level.
Yep. Now link. Sorry, I don't get you, Sliman. Now link or what? Any opportunity overseas posting?
So currently, we are running as you know, we're actually a Singapore public transport operator. So we only run the lines here, but there is definitely opportunities in future, because now, like I mentioned earlier, we already have, our current company already have a joint venture with the Paris Metro and also the Auckland One Rail that we're actually doing operations. From year to year, we also send people for a lot of seminars. So take, for instance, our rail team recently has been, a few of them have been selected to attend the seminars, in KL, in Thailand as well. Yeah. Here's the link.
Any link to apply? Yeah, I think Sulaiman, you can apply now. I think not a problem. Any more questions? What are the training opportunities? For training, I'm not sure whether you're asking whether you want to join the training team or is it the training curriculum during your job role. So if you're talking about your joining as a CSO or to assistant station manager, normally you have about 3 months of training. After the training is completed, you'll go back to your department to do your job role. Of course, every year you will come back for refresher trainings, and your department will also send you for other courses like first aid, any skill future courses they need you to do, which is trained by an external party. They will send it to you. And early on, I think Eunice also said about CARES. We also make sure all our staff attend the CARES training program, which actually gives you the total benefit of why we are doing this for all these years and the success rate of our CARES for our whole company as a whole. ACTA trainer qualified. Yep. Hi, Sulaiman. Yep, I totally understand your ACTA. Of course, even for CSO, ASM, they also conduct training. They also do training internally, their department. So of course, we send them for WLF, which is lower than ACTA. So of course, if you have an ACTA training, which of course is beneficial as long as you can do your job, your bosses know you have this qualification, I'm sure they will look into it to put them as internal trainers. They can do that. Yeah. What's interesting happening on the job? Train driving is always interesting. It never goes a day without a word of interesting, because every day you face a different challenge. You have a different crowd, people are looking at you, you're able to sustain the pressure. And on top of that, when there's a fault and then you're able to solve it, there is people who actually will come and appreciate you. That's the end of the day, you feel satisfied that you're doing it more than what you need to do. You see, end of the day. And of course, there's a lot of learning behind why you're able to perform that job. And helping people is part of the job, where we look into people's needs. If people fainted, we have cases of people low blood, fainting in the train, we're helping them out. And end of the day, when they come and talk to you, they thank you, you feel satisfied doing the job. So these are the type of things you'll face every day. Every day is a different story. So that makes the specialty of this job. Let's do more questions. Why do the shifts look like? If you're looking for Pelim, as a customer service officer, it's normally morning and afternoon shift. You do not have a night shift. For assistant station manager, you have a 3 shift, morning, afternoon, and a night shift. It's about 8 to 9 hours per shift. Is the recruitment only targeted for operation CS level? Any opportunity for PMAT with higher qualifications? Maybe Eunice, want to answer that?
Sure. Maybe just let me take on this question. So of course, today's sessions, we're going to focus on a customer service officer. And like Cassandra has actually shared the link, and apply through there. Beyond that, if you're looking for PMET roles, you can also go on to the WSG, the career website. We have assistant station manager as well for a CCP program. Just go and read out a little bit more, and then can apply through that link.
Probation period. I think this depends on whether you are coming in, what's your entry level. I think normally it's between 3 to 6 months, around that range. Any last questions, guys, before we hand over to Tammy?
Yeah, if there's no more questions, then maybe we hand over to Tammy. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Tammy.
you. Tammy,
Thank you,
over to
Eunice
you.
and Ramesh. Thank you very much for joining us today and for your valuable time. Now, before I hand over the time to Rafael from WSG, please note that we have a feedback poll right at the end, so please stay with us. Now we'll hand over the time to Rafael. Over to you, Rafael.
All right. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Ramesh and Eunice, for the wonderful sharing. So my name is Rafael, and I'm from Workforce Singapore. Today, I'm here to share on what are the available employment support for job seekers like yourself when you are either on your career journey or on a job search journey. Now, a quick overview on what Workforce Singapore, or WSG, who we are, what we do. We are a statutory board under the Ministry of Manpower. We help individuals meet your career aspirations and secure quality jobs. And how do we do that? We do that by helping you become more resilient and adaptable with our programs and services during your job search or career journey. So today I'll be sharing a couple of programs and services with you. We understand that you might not need these programs and services now, but it would be always good to know where and how you can find these resources, because when you need them, this is where you know where you can find them. Now, we also have a QR code on the right-hand side of the slide. If you have any questions, you can also type it in the Q&A chat box, or you can also scan the QR code and go and read up more on our website. So the first program I'd like to share is the Career Conversion Programs, which is the CCP. And like Ramesh and Eunice have also shared, they also have CCPs under them. So the CCP is a program designed to help reskill you so that you can take on new jobs or jobs in growing sectors. So let's say, for example, you are an engineer and you are interested in data analytics, for example, you can take on a CCP so that you reskill yourself so you have the adequate skill sets to take on this new role. So you don't have to be afraid. There is industry recognized training provided for you. And we also have salary support and training cost fee support for you, because we understand that financial assistance and support is important when you're making such a big decision in your career. Now, we have over 100 CTPs across 30 different sectors. So you can feel free to pick and choose, go onto our website, take a look what are the CCPs that's available, and you can pursue your career aspirations from there. Now, under the CCPs, we have two main schemes. The first is the place and train, whereby you actually get hired by an employer before you undergo the training. The other type will be the attach and train, whereby you go through the work and training attachments before you are being hired by the partner. So the next program would be our SG United Mid-Career Pathways program, whereby it's a full-time attachment program up to 6 months for mature mid-career individuals aged 40 and above. So for this group of individuals, if you fall under this group, do note that this is an attachment program that you can take on, you can sign up so that you can get meaningful industry-related skills, experience that can help widen your professional network. And there is also a possibility of conversion to full-time employment if your performance is satisfactory. Now, under this program, there is a training allowance of up to $3,800, which is co-funded by WSG and the host organization that is hosting this attachment program. Now you'll ask, also, where can I look for the job listings that have this SGUP? So you can visit mycareersfuture.gov.sg. There will be a function for you to actually filter for these roles. So I'll share a bit more on My Careers Future shortly. The next program will be, it's called the Career Trial. So we understand that some of you might actually have gone on a career break, or you have coming back to work, like you are back to work mom of sorts. So you might actually want to try on the job before committing to it full time. So the career trial is designed so that you can take on this short-term attachment of up to 3 months, and there will be a training allowance of $7.50 to $15 an hour for full-time positions up to 480 hours, or part-time positions for up to 80 hours per month. So do note that you have to be unemployed before you take on this program, and that you cannot take on any other form of employment during the career trial. And we actually try to incentivize you to stay on with your employers if you are converted to full-time employment after the trial, by giving you a retention incentive if you stay on for more than 3 months or 6 months, depending on the eligibility criteria. So as I've shared earlier before, we have a jobs portal called My Careers Future. So it's a 100% free jobs portal for you, whereby you can go on it. There is a wide range of job listings, job opportunities, and you can use this portal to look for jobs, including jobs that are offering the CCPs, job offering the SGUP or the career trial. So what the portal does for you is that it will match you with relevant jobs based on the skill sets that you have input into the portal. So there is an AI algorithm backend that will help make recommendations on the jobs that you can make. And you can also use the filter system to look for the jobs that you want. Now, you can also receive job applications or be invited by employers to also apply for their jobs on this portal. So for those who say that, oh, is there anything else for us offline? So we do have something so that we cover you 360. We have the online portion of things to help you with your career job search. We also have the offline portion whereby you can meet our career guidance team through our career matching services. So we have many career centers located across the island. We have WSG's Careers Connect, NTUC's E2I centers. You can also walk into any of the 24 SG United Jobs and Skills Centers located across the 24 HDB estates, or you can also simply call our hotline 6883-5885 to speak to our career coaches. So how does this benefit you as a job seeker? So our career coaches will provide one-on-one personalized advice for you to help you plan your career and help you. They will also help you to advise what jobs are suitable for you, your strengths, your weaknesses. They also help you to go on interview training skills, how to better your CV writing, and etc. So if this is a service that you like to tap on, this is a resource available for you out there. So lastly, we have the next program is, besides the career advisors that we offer, we also have the Volunteer Career Advisors Initiative that we can support you by allowing you to seek advice and insights from industry professionals. So do note that this is a peer support, so there's no job placement, there's only career guidance from our volunteer career advisors who will be able to draw on their experience across their many years in the sectors, and they'll be able to advise you what's the upcoming trends, what are the skill sets that you need if you wish to make an informed career decision and switch into the sector. So this initiative has been launched for many sectors like electronics, healthcare, infocom, tech, logistics. So if you wish to find out what are the sectors whereby you can speak to an industry professional, you can simply scan the QR code on the right side of the slide. So lastly, I'd like to share the SG United Jobs and Skills Placement initiative with you. So this program, it might not be applicable for all, but if you do know of some of your friends or family members who are looking for jobs and they are aged 40 and above, have been unemployed for 6 months or more, or they are PWDs, which are persons with disabilities, you can actually recommend them this program because it will provide them with an additional job search platform which taps on our employment agency partners matching services to look for a job. So with that, I've come to the end of my presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the Q&A chat box. And I also leave you with our QR codes. There's our mailing list. And if you prefer to connect with us over our Telegram channel, you can also do so. And of course, our website QR code is there as well. So over to you, Tammy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rafael. We hope you've enjoyed today's session, and we'll now invite you to participate in our feedback poll. Thank you very much for your feedback and for joining us today. This Brown Bag series is proudly brought to you by HeadHunt in partnership with Workforce Singapore. Our next session is this coming Friday, the 26th of May, and the topic is The Future for Food, Agritech, brought to you by Republic Polytechnic. Please sign up early on our website, masterclass.sg. With that, we'd like to wish you a wonderful day ahead. Have a wonderful lunch as well. See you on Friday. Bye.